So welcome everybody to the last, it is the last new member orientation call for 2013. I always start it with music, and what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do tonight, this is really an interactive call, and it switches up from each one. So if you're on one this time, it's going to be different for the next time, but this is going to be the last one for the 2013. And I want to make sure that I have plenty of interaction, because this is the time for the new people that just got started, either with myself and Rhonda or one of our team members, and there's many of our team. We like to, actually, I'm going to call it tribe members. Let me do this. I got to, I'm going to go here. 1 second. And then I'm going to start the recording. Okay, let me start it right back up with the recording for everybody. Show my screen in 1 second. Team. And okay, I'm going to get my webcam going on so you can see what's going on with me. See I got a nice red. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little smaller in the background. Cool. And now I'm going to start recording. Okay, welcome everybody to the new member orientation call. This is Brian Swan, Unstoppable Family. It is December 19th, 6 beautiful days until Christmas. Let me get so you can see my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Maybe I have to move back a little bit. So let's see. I have my nice, it's here in the area. For all of you guys that are on Celsius, Rhonda, what temperature is it right now? Do you know what temperature it is? Probably 19, which 19 is 20 is 68, and probably around 65 degrees Fahrenheit for all of you guys. So you can check out our Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So welcome everybody. There's a lot of people that this is maybe the very first call that you're on. There's some people that are getting warm-ups because you may have got started and then you kind of dropped off. Timing gets in the way, and you know what, holiday season, there's a lot of mixed emotions. This is if you guys don't mind, before I get into this, you guys are probably wondering about the meat and potatoes. We're going to get to that. But let me just share this story with you guys, because it is a holiday season. There's so many emotions going on making it the best holiday season, and you know, being with family and friends, setting intentions, setting goals for 2014. And it's a scary moment for some for none. I'll take a nice sip of my coffee. And you know, right now this is a really delicate time for setting goals. You know, how do you want to finish off 2013? We only have, what, 12 days left. It's 6 days before Christmas. But what are we really going to do for 2014? And I want to hand it to you for all the brand new people. We got the coffee going in the back. Ron is doing the coffee now. Nice. I'm glad you're working it. And you know, right now for us, it's in a whirlwind. It's very cool that we've been in the Canary Islands for 3+ months. We've been traveling for 5 years. We're going to be going to Morocco here in a couple weeks, and then we're going to be heading back to the U.S. for the Empower event. And if you are not registered for the Miami event, make sure you register, because the Miami event, we will be there. We're having an all-in-house. We got many things happening. Events are where you want to be at. So let me get back to the story of Rhonda. Well, actually, I just blew the whole story. So I said, okay, maybe you guys don't know who Rhonda is exactly, because you might be from another team. But there was this woman that I know. I love and care for her very much. But it was 9 years ago. Was it 9 years ago, honey? Now they really know. Was it 9 years? Okay, so it was 9 years ago. This woman that I know, she had this idea. She actually looked at her husband. No, it's going to be 9 years. It's going to be 9 years. Do the math. So, what's your problem? Okay, so and this is if this is the first time you're with the Unstoppable family, welcome, because this is how we operate. Well, it was probably 9 years ago that we bought this brand new place in San Diego, California, North County, and this beautiful woman, she looks at me. We're looking at the surf because we're surfers, and she says, "I want to start a family." And this guy, handsome-looking guy, I'm talking probably one of the best-looking guys I've ever seen in the entire world. He said, "Yeah, of course, we're going to have a family. We just bought a 5-bedroom house." And this woman, beautiful woman, says, "I'm not going to put our kids in daycare." This extremely gorgeous, handsome, loving, caring guy looked at her and said, "Are you crazy?" And this handsome guy said, "I don't care, if I am my boss's boss's boss, I'm never going to be able to pay for the mortgage that we just bought this for. What do you suggest?" And this great woman says, "You better find a better job." And this very handsome guy says, "You better find something to work from home." And she said, "Done." This is probably right about it could be 9 years ago to this day. We don't know for sure. But these are, this couple that I know. And anyway, over the Christmas and New Year's, this woman was typing on stay-at-home mom, just something random on Google, right? And lo and behold, just after January, just after the first of the year, this woman said to her extremely gorgeous, muscular husband, "Honey, I found this thing online, and there's this business event in Anaheim, which is Southern California. It's in Orange County, right? I want you to come with me." Well, the guy said, "Well, there's a foot of snow that's going to happen over the weekend in Mammoth, and I'm going to go snowboarding. You go figure out what this event is. You're smart enough." Well, this woman went to this event. This is how powerful the event is, because I want to share with you, because we do have an event coming up in roughly 5 weeks from now, which this family, the Unstoppable family, will be attending. Any of our tribe members that are very serious about their business will be there. We will be all there together. And it was this event 9 years ago that changed this woman's life. Now, I know I've been telling it as probably not the best storyteller, because it's obviously my wife. This event and the decision that she made to actually type in something crazy like stay-at-home mom, go against the whole system of a corporate world. I was an engineer for almost 10 years before my wife retired me. My wife, she was in the pharmaceutical executive, right, for about 6 years, both making 6 figures. She had this crazy idea that I do not want to have my future children be in daycare. She made a decision. She actually went to this event. She actually, after that event, decided to put how much was the amount, Rhonda? $24,900 into this particular business. Now, this guy, me, did not know about it. And it was weird. It was a thing that she started. I was this reluctant husband wondering what the heck I didn't know how much money she spent. I actually didn't know how much money she spent into this business. And I'm going to share this with you. If you guys, for all the brand new people, if you guys want to read a little bit more on this, you guys are sharing my screen. I'm just going to ramble on because this is just so key on why all you need people are here, because there's probably something you're here for, and I want to hear from you. And we're going to have this a little bit different tonight because it was my girl's last day of school today here in the Canary Islands. We're going back, and she's having a play date with one of her friends, and we're going to go visit, go pick her up, and also go have dinner with the parents. And this is probably the most key points of the new member orientation is why you are here. I want you to really let that soak in. Why are you here? Okay? So I'm going to share this on Facebook. I'm going to share a couple of key things, and then I'm going to put you to the next step of the steps you need to take. And obviously, you're here with us right now. I see the brand new faces. There's over 5 people over the last 24 to 36 hours that just got started. You're on the call. Most of you guys are either too nervous to speak or your microphones don't work because this may be your first call, whatever it may be. So I typically only hear about 1 or maybe 2 people, and that's perfect. It's definitely going to be perfect tonight. So if you don't know who we are, if you're from somebody else's team, first of all, welcome. Second of all, go to Unstoppable on Facebook. Go to Unstoppable Family, and you can check out this picture. Beautiful picture with the background reindeers, and you can actually learn more about our story. Okay. And so let me get back to it. With Rhonda, she actually didn't tell me how much money she spent. She went to work, and I just kept on hounding her, going, hey, is this internet business thing, is it working? Have you made a sale? Have you made a sale? Have you made a sale? I told you what, I drove my wife nuts. And then this little event, second event, an event that we actually paid $10 to go to this event in Cancun. And here's how crazy it is. This is she got to go to the Super Saturday event. It was a one-day event. And I don't know, it cost probably a couple $100 to go to. This event that we got here in Empower in Miami, I'm going to just show you. I think it's like $147 for a 4-day event. $147 for a 4-day. Yours was only 1 day. This is a 4-day event in Miami. So I'm just going to log in here really quick, and I'm going to show you the details on this because there's going to be some of you guys. I know some of you guys are in. I saw a couple people from Australia. Awesome. Just to give you FYI, I actually lived in Australia, in Perth, Western Australia, from '94 to '95. So I consider myself part Aussie, and so I understand. You're brand new. You're in Australia, New Zealand. Can't make it. It's a long flight. I understand. I totally understand. But for the people that are in the U.S., there's no excuses for you not to be there. And the way I see it, if you are serious about your business and getting started, you'll be at the Miami event. So just be there. Well, I'm going to go back to the story now. Okay, let's turn it. Okay, so whoops. Let me go back to go to the activity. You saw actually the new people on my register. Congratulations there. And so here's the event tickets. Buy now. I'm showing you this. And once again, no pressure on the Aussies or the Kiwis. And if there's people in the UK, awesome. We actually had Rhonda, my wife, flew back from the Canary Islands. We had another woman fly, Claire. She flew from the UK. It's totally cool, but I understand. So no pressure on this, but I want to say if you're in the U.S., there's no excuse not to be there. Well, here's what I'm going to show you. Okay, here's the event info. Okay? It's the 24th through the 26th. We're going to be there. We're actually having an all-in mastermind house, and you'll get to see some more videos of that. Ron shot a video this morning of it. But this is how we separate having a team versus a tribe, because you get to really get to know who we are. And I want to even go just to a whole new depth on telling you like what it actually did to go to this event, which was our second event, my first event. And we met this guy. I got to show this. This is cool. Okay? I'm going to show you this leaderboard. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Who's this leaderboard? And the first person we met on the plane 9 years ago, well, it's actually not quite 9 years ago, was this couple called Tony and Jessica Rush. If you don't know how much, when it says this full income, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here have earned 7 figures in Empower within a 2-year status. 7 figures within Empower within 2 years. And the number 2 person that you're seeing here is Tony and Jessica Rush. They actually sat right behind us. And they were just getting started. We were just getting started. And, you know, we both had dreams. And it was just one of those crazy things of, why are we here? Why are we getting on this plane? My wife made a dime. She spent $24,900 and had not made a dime. She had called 3,000 leads. And Rhonda says, thank little baby Jesus that we don't call leads anymore. Okay? And I agree with that, because we used to pick up the phone and call people that never paid us a dime, and we're prospecting them, putting them onto a live call, then turned it into a webinar, following up with them. We wasted our time. Now we have this automated system, and the people that are on here, you're here because you had an automated system. And the beautiful thing about it is after you got started, you probably either had my assistant, which, if you don't know who he is, he's my brother, and then maybe somebody else's assistant, give a call, welcome, or if you've been in connection, maybe just invited to this call, this is where we get to connect. And, you know, this is our system that we have within Empower. And I have to congratulate, I want to give a big congratulations for all of you for taking that first step, because you guys are taking a step that most people will think about for the rest of their lives, but will never, ever do it. Now, this is the first step. If you know the book, the Tao, T-A-O, looks like Tao, Lao Tzu says a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So you guys are taking the first step. So congratulations on that. My wife would have never taken the first step 9 years ago to get started. We wouldn't be traveling the world for the past 5 years and being self-employed for 9 years. My wife never made that decision to go to Anaheim a month later, even though her husband, me, went snowboarding in Mammoth. We wouldn't be traveling the world for 5 years and being self-employed for 9. If my wife did not make the decision to play all in, we would not be doing what we're doing. If my wife would have never drugged me to Cancun, Mexico, where I got to meet Tony and Jessica Rush, who have made about probably, I think, 1.5 million something in Empower. These people from Alabama, right? Special skills, determination. We would have never met them 9 years ago, you know? Maybe we wouldn't be right here what we're doing. And it's these little steps that we take every single day that puts us to where we want to be. So I've rambled on for 20-some minutes. Why have I rambled on? Because I could tell you how to market and where to go, and these are the steps you need to take. But if you don't figure out your why you're here, you will never get to where you want to go. So what I'm going to do, because we have, like I said, it's going to be short, but I'm going to still get the meat and potatoes, not live. I'm going to put you the recording. but I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes with each and every one of you that can speak, because most of the time, either A, you're too scared, there's fear of actually speaking live and like, oh my gosh, this is how I've been. I'm going to show you an exercise that I want you all to complete, and also send back the details of my Create Your Perfect Day, because that is the start of where you should all be. I'm also doing a project because you're going to be featured in it, so you're going to want to do it anyway to get a little exposure on the internet. So there's a little incentive for you to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the lines for the people that want to share. So I'm going to ask you what's your why. I'm going to walk you through a little exercise that's going to help you. I'm going to show you my exercise on Create Your Perfect Day. I'm going to show you exactly where to post your perfect day so everybody can see it, so you have accountability. So you can also be featured in my next project that is in the works, and we've been getting a lot of great feedback from it. So I'm going to open up the lines and have you share of what your why is. And I'm going to announce the people that are on, that are brand new. Let me go. Let me see here. I announced them, and I got Annette. Is it McCullough? Is that how you say your name? You're on the line, right, Annette?
Yeah, it's Annette McCullough.
Annette, well, Rhonda, you know the crazy thing? The first person I asked, she's not afraid to talk. We got a leader here. This is the first step. Now, Annette, and I say this because there's a lot of times there's microphone issues, but so when I get to call people out, a lot of times their microphone doesn't work. So, Annette, where are you from, and how did you get started? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Here's what I want you to do. Tell us how, because I think you got started with Horacio. Is that right?
That's correct.
Beautiful. So I want you to give me, why don't you stick it to about 60 seconds. If you want to go under, cool. If you want to go over, cool. This is about you, this call is. And I want to know who you are, what you're doing right now for income, what made you start looking, how did you find Horacio, and how did you decide to pull the trigger and get started? And now be on this call right now, because I think you got started just today or yesterday, right?
That's correct.
Beautiful. Are you excited?
I am.
Beautiful. Do you mind sharing?
No. So it starts out, I have a long career of real estate, did that for about 30 years, then the market crashed.
Where are you located? Annette, where are you located out of? What part of the world?
I'm in Pasadena, California.
Pasadena. We lived in San Diego for 11 years.
And I lived in San Diego for about 30 before I came up here.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Keep rolling.
So my real estate career crashed when the market crashed. I had a large operation. I had about 40 agents and a mortgage business.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spent a year trying other things, somewhat unsuccessfully. It's hard to go from the top of your game to unemployed. It wasn't much fun. Then I spent a year and a half traveling around the country with my mother, who was 87 and was just needed a little bit of love and showing her around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So then I came back and decided it was time to commit myself to my husband's writing, which is wonderful, but not as remunerative as we would like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what started me looking for something else that would make me some serious money. And I found you guys.
Very cool. So you found Horacio, and now you're connected to us. We're all part of the tribe, which that's beautiful. It doesn't matter who you get started with. You're connected to all of us. Annette, when you said just now to make, did you say a lot of money, or what was your exact words?
Sizable. Sizable.
And what is sizable to you?
Sizable for me is somewhere between 10 and 20 a month.
10 and 20 a month. Okay, and have you done it before?
I have.
You have. So you know how to do it.
Not as consistently as I'd like. In real estate, I made real good money, and then some months didn't make so much.
But you've been there before, and you know what it feels like.
Yes.
And if you know what it feels like and you've been there before, that means you can do it again, correct?
Right, but I don't want to do it in real estate. That game is not what it used to be.
Yeah, I got you. Fully understand. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to go around the table, and I may be coming back to you. Do you mind sharing more if the other people are too bashful or the microphones aren't working? Do you mind sharing more a little bit?
Don't mind at all.
Beautiful. Okay. I also see Bonnie House. I know she just got started today. Bonnie, let's see. Bonnie's here. Bonnie, are you on there? I think you're in Australia. Is that right? Can you speak? Don't be shy. I don't see any microphone issues with you, Bonnie. No? All right, I'm going to go to the next one. I see, what is it? Manan? Manan, are you there? I'm going to have to, I see a couple people on the phone. Okay, so I'm able to see everybody here. What I'm going to do, I'm sending some audio pins if you're dialed in. So I know Oscar, I see Oscar. You're muted out. I'm unmuting on my side. I just sent you, its pin is #82# to enable muting. I just sent you it again. Oscar, I'd love to hear from you. Bonnie, are you able to speak at all? No? All right. No? And we also have Desiree, which I believe her name is Sarah. We also have Casey that just got started as well, and Oscar, and there's a few other people, but I have not heard back from them or had no communication. So I want to keep it within our tribe right now. So without further ado, what I'm going to do, if they can figure out their microphone issues, Annette, I'm going to go back to you here.
Okay.
So, and I want, before I go back to Annette, I'm going to show everybody, but this is the key point. I'm going to show you what the next steps are, where to go, and what to do. Because you guys will not have, you will not be scratching your head over this Christmas break on, I got so much time, I want to find, I got to be able to tell me what to do. I'm going to show you enough to make your head spin over the holidays. We're not going to be doing a whole bunch of communications. That's why we have this call. But I'm going to keep you totally filled. And the beautiful thing about an internet business, why you probably joined, is to have the time with your loved ones. So don't feel obligated like you need to bang out stuff over the holidays if you want to be with family, because that's what the holidays are all about. But I will have enough for you to where you won't be scratching your head of like, give me more. So Annette, let's do this, okay? Okay, wait. Oscar, he dialed in on another line. Let me see if he's here. 1 second before I go to you. Oscar, are you able to speak right now?
Yes, I'm here.
Oscar's here. Beautiful. Oscar, where are you at, man?
I'm from College Station, Texas.
Where's that in Texas? What part of the state of Texas?
Like Central Texas, I believe.
Central Texas. And who did you connect with? How did you get started? Did you hear the question I asked for Annette? Do you mind giving a 60 seconds about who you are, what you're currently doing for work, what made you start looking online? You may have been looking online for a while. You may have another business. I don't know. How you found whoever you found, because I know you didn't start with us. I believe it was Nathan. And what made you pull the trigger, and then also being here. So give me 60 seconds. I'd love to hear from Oscar. And I'm going to pull up Oscar. So I'm now Facebook friends with Oscar, okay? There we go. Here he is. This is his mugshot. All right, so now you know what Oscar looks like. Go ahead, Oscar.
Well, I basically found Nathan on Facebook. Well, I first found his page, and then I wanted to be friends with him. And then I asked him to like my Facebook page too, and then he liked it. And he told me that I could blog about it because he's blogging about it too. So basically, that's how I got started with this. And also what I do right now, I'm on Christmas break. I'm currently in college right now, and yeah, I'm just taking a break right now.
Okay, got it. And what are you doing in college for studies?
I'm studying communications right now.
Communications. Have you done anything in the internet world at all before?
No, not really.
Okay. And what was it? How did you find Nathan online? What was either a post, a video? How did you connect with Nathan? What was it?
Well, I just saw an ad one day, and then I just looked at it, and I liked it. And then...
Do you remember what the ad was by any means? Because this is great marketing techniques for every single person here.
I don't remember what it was, actually, but I just saw the ad on Facebook.
Okay. No worries. No worries. So here's what we're going to do. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you coming out here, Oscar. And if anybody else's microphone works and you want to share right now, fabulous. If not, I'm going to go back to the lady, Annette, because she was the first to share. And I'm going to go through this exercise. And from what I gathered from Annette is that she, she's done real estate, right? It's not the same game. She's been used to 10, 20,000 per month. And now she wants to do this in a different fashion. And I'm going to go through your why of why you're here. And that you don't mind sharing, do you?
Not at all.
Very cool. And what I'm also going to do, I share this, and if you listen to any of my other new member calls, you're going to hear the same example. So when you go back to a new member call and you're hearing this example, you're going to hear the exact same thing. So you can fast forward it too, but I like to do this because it's such a powerful way to get started. And then I'm going to show you my exercise. And then, have you been through Create Your Perfect Day exercise yet?
No.
No. Okay. First of all, before we do this, have you went to my our fan page, Unstoppable Family, Facebook.com Unstoppable Family?
I did. I just saw your pictures.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you've seen this page before, right?
Yes.
All right. You see this Create Your Perfect Day?
I'm actually, the only video I have is of you directly.
Okay, but are you seeing my page right now because I'm sharing my screen? Oh, waiting to you. Oh my gosh, it was my... You haven't been seeing my screen the entire time.
No, I've been seeing your smiley face.
You've been just seeing my smiley face. Great. I've been going through. Okay, no worries. I'm making myself the presenter because the other Brian Rhonda Swan was the presenter the entire time. My bad. Okay, show my screen. I thought I was showing my screen the entire time. All right. Now, since I thought you guys, are you seeing my Unstoppable Family page right now?
I am.
Okay,
Yes.
beautiful. All right, so here's what I want you to do. This is the exercise that I want all of you guys. Man, I've been showing this the entire time and going through screens. Create Your Perfect Day. You see this right here in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Right between the Got Surf and the Freedompreneur Friday?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, so I want you guys, everyone, to click on this. Oscar, have you been through this exercise yet?
What was that?
Have you been through this Create Your Perfect Day exercise yet?
No.
Okay, cool. And Bonnie, if you have not been through it yet, be sure to go through that. Casey, be sure to go through that. I forgot who all the other people are. That well, whoever's listening to this recording, because there's going to be brand new people that have not got started yet that will be listening to this. Go to here, Unstoppable Family, and it is Create Your Perfect Day. I want you to go through this because this is where we find out our why. And I'm not going to tell you anything more about it, but this is where the foundation starts. And this was the very first exercise that I did back 8+ years ago. And the cool thing is we got a little PDF that you can click right there. Boom, it's a download, and you got a questionnaire. Now you can print this out, but what I want you to do, all of you guys, I want you guys to actually have these questions, and I want you to write this out on like an email, some type of like text edit. And here's where I want you guys to share this. And this is really staking your claim, okay? On Unstoppable Family, there's a Create Your Perfect Day. UnstoppableFamily.com. And in the comments down below, you're able to share your perfect day. Because I'm actually doing this project here for everybody that has went through their perfect day. I want you guys to share it right here. Kathy, okay, cool. Kathy did this. Nice. And I know George, and I know there's a few other people, Reverse Chronicle. You guys get to read this. So I'm going to put this off. Okay, UnstoppableFamily.com, how to create your perfect day. I'm going to share this with everybody. I'm going to put this on the questions right now. Oh, my mic isn't working, Bonnie. No problem, Bonnie. It's all good. Glad to have you here. Welcome to our team. Glad to have you on the call. I think are you in Perth, Australia, Bonnie? Is that correct? Just type it in if you don't mind. And I'm going to share the link. Send it to everybody. And you got the link right now to everybody. Okay. You're in Southern. Okay. Southern 2. I don't know what Southern 2 is. Southern something. Probably Southern Australia. Southern Illinois. Okay. Wrong person. There's somebody else. I think okay, it's the Sarah that's part of it. No big deal. That's a great thing because you don't know how we have the automated system in our tribe members. People are coming in. I thought Bonnie was in Australia. You're in Southern Illinois. I grew up in Cambridge, Illinois, which is right by the Quad Cities. I went to the University of Illinois, so 3 hours west of Chicago. So I'm an Illinois boy. Here's the Illinois people. Okay, cool. So are you going to, Bonnie, since you're riding right now, are you going to go through this exercise here? Yes? Give me a nods up. Are you guys going to go through this exercise tonight? Yes, absolutely. Oscar, are you going to do this?
Yes.
Annette, what about you? Yes?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, and these are the live people. I'm going to let all the people that can't speak or type to, you guys got to do this, okay? It's because this is going to set the foundation. So Annette, I'm very excited to share this with you. Here's the exercise I did, and I'd like to share this on any new member call that I do. And it is setting a goal and using the SMART method. Have you guys ever used the SMART goal method? Any of you guys that can speak?
No.
You guys know this?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go through this quick, fast exercise. Do you guys mind if I do that for you guys? All good?
No, good.
Yeah.
All good. Are you guys getting some value out of this right now? Yay, nay? Am I putting you guys to sleep? Okay.
If you're asking me, I don't know enough about the system to know how to make it work, and I'm eager to learn all the steps.
No, it's all good right here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this right now. Okay. SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Okay, I'm going to put this in big bold letters, 48. Okay, so what SMART is specific, M is measurable, attainable, and this is really going to coincide with my perfect day exercise that I told you guys to do, relative, but this is really to set the foundation. And I can tell you guys over this call really easily. Okay? So specific, measurable, attainable, relative, and timely. So I'm going to give you an example really quick, and I like to do this with at least one person. So Annette, you're the volunteer. I did this back probably about 4 years ago with a woman, and this is probably the easiest one to do, but people can relate to it. And I went through this, and I said, okay, I want you to know, I want to hear what your most juiciest goal is, the thing that makes your arm, your hair on your arm stand up. And I said, specifically, what do you want to do? And she said, I want to retire my husband from his corporate job. So you guys probably can agree that's very specific, retire my husband. Just like my wife, she wanted to retire me, but more importantly, she wanted to have a family, not put our kids in daycare. So that's very, very specific. The M is measurable, okay? So this is where you got to put a dollar sign on here of, okay, well, that's specific. What does your husband make? So my question was, what roughly does your husband make? And they live in, middle Pennsylvania, living modestly, $60K per year. So if you divide that by 12 months in the year, that's $5K per month. So $5K per month, okay, is that doable? Sure. I asked her, so the A is attainable or achievable. I said, is that attainable? Do you believe that's achievable by you? And she said, absolutely. I said, why is that so? Because you're doing it. This person's doing it. Rob, Jack, I can just name names, right? But other people are doing it. If other people are doing it, just like what you're seeing here, if I scroll back, oops, I'm back off of my Empower Network. If you go to the Empower Network and you look at leaderboards and these people having the results, if these people are doing it right here, why can't you? So the R is relative. So let's move on to R is relative. And I asked her, this is where it gets down to the why, the key of why you are here. So I asked her, is this relative to you? Is this significant to you? And she started crying. She said, you know what? I've wanted to retire my husband. He's allowed me to do anything I've ever wanted to do. And the thing that I would like to do most is to have him do the things that he loves to do with, like horseback riding, skiing, rock climbing, trails, etc., without having to worry about getting paid versus going to a corporate job. So the timely, the T, is you have to put a time date stamp on this, because a lot of times we set goals, but we don't have a time date stamp. So I said to her, if you were to see 5K per month. How many months? Because it's about belief. If you were to see this amount of month, how many months would you have to see before you could say, hey, husband, retire? And she said 3, but her husband's, he's conservative. He'd have to see 6. I said, okay, what I want you to do, I want you to write this down, that 6 months from now, whatever date it was at the time, I want you to write that down and look at it every single day. Because if you guys have ever done affirmations, maybe you guys have, a lot of you guys are into personal development, and that's how you connect with a lot of us, because we're in personal development. You want to be able to see it every single day and working towards a goal. And so I went through this exercise. I'm going to give you the good and the bad about this story really quick, because I got to go pick up my daughter. The bad was that she didn't hit her goal of 6 months. The good thing is that she did retire her husband, and she's living in Aspen, Colorado. I had coffee with her when I was out there for the Empower event in Denver, and then went to Aspen and ran into her. And if it wasn't for the business and the personal development, the mindset, coaching, and the training, she would have never been able to do it. And just like us, of traveling the world, Rhonda got started 9 years ago. We thought we had a great, things were rocking. We lost everything in a bad real estate development deal. And it wasn't the way that we thought it was going to happen. what it allowed us to do, what we want to do, is assisting other people, showing people that no matter what obstacles that come in your way, you can achieve it, but you got to start somewhere, and you're going to run into roadblocks. And she ran into roadblocks, but you know what? Now I see her on Facebook, and she's got her kids coming out to Colorado to ski. I mean, Aspen, Colorado, the most expensive place, mountains in the U.S. She made it happen, and it was with the mindset and just the freaking determination to do it. And that's where it starts right here with this exercise. So that's why I love to keep on bringing up this exercise. Annette, we got to get rolling, so I'm gonna do. I just want to run through this exercise with you really quick. Annette, what is your specific reason why you're here?
I need to have income to support my family while my husband develops his writing career.
Okay, cool. So measurable. What is that? What does that mean?
In order to support the family in the current lifestyle, I need to have $10,000 a month.
$10,000 per month. Okay. Do you believe it's attainable or achievable?
It is absolutely attainable.
Why is that so?
Well, because I have earned it before. I have been self-employed for most of my whole life. I'm trainable and I'm smart. So it's a matter of finding the right vehicle to put it all together. Since there are people that are doing it in this program, then I need to follow whatever the steps are, and I can do it too.
Man, I can't believe this is the first time we ever spoke. Beautiful. What does it mean to you to be able to do that for your husband?
My husband has been very supportive of my real estate activities and I like to do a lot of traveling. I've done a lot of skiing, a lot of diving, a lot of flying. We bought a bus that we took my family and my mother around the country. And all the time that we did that, he put his goals of being a writer and the things that he wants to do on hold. And quite honestly, we're not getting any younger, so it's time.
Beautiful. What kind of time would you put on that? Put a goal of where you're making $10,000 per month.
I have enough staying power that I can hold it probably till March. If I don't have it worked out by March, I'm in serious trouble.
Okay, got it. And where do you live again?
I live in Pasadena, greater Los Angeles area.
Beautiful. You're going to join us in Miami. And
I didn't know about it until this morning. I just heard you talk about it. I don't know when or where or anything else yet.
Beautiful. I'm gonna show you right now, and I just showed you guys, but now this is perfect. And thank you for showing up. Actually coming out and doing that. And I see no fear. You being in the real estate, there's no fear. And when you go through here, I'm going to walk you through these steps, and then I'm going to walk you through a couple. Here's how you find it. When you log into your Empower Network back office, and Annette, you're the one who found Horacio. So cool. Horacio, killer guy. You're in good hands with Horacio. Horacio, he's our, you know what Horacio is? Do you know?
Yeah, I was intrigued by his picture of sailing in the Mediterranean.
Beautiful.
That's what drew me to him.
Nice. Well, Horacio.
Hey, what's up, folks? This is Dave Wood. I'm talking to you from my home office out in Costa Rica. And I actually want to share with you a hilarious story, and then I'm going to get into, of course, why you should buy now event tickets by clicking the button below. So I want to tell you the Don't Be a Wussy story, because this is something that, like, a lot of people are...
Okay, got it. What I'm going to show you is where the event is. Okay, and it's, I don't know why it kept on going. I must have gone really quick, but no big deal. But it is in Orlando at the end of next month, and you can get all the details right when you log in. Go to event tickets, buy now, and then you can see all the details. 2014. I'm going to keep this short because I got to get rolling, Ron and I. But here's all the information right here. So what I want to share with you guys is the next steps. You guys have already, if you have not, for some reason, if you bypass it for whatever it is, you might have bypassed the Welcome Unstoppable Tribe, and you entered in your name, your email address, and you followed the steps. So most of you guys have done that. You probably got welcomed by either our assistant or somebody else's assistant. You joined our Facebook group. If you haven't joined our Facebook group yet, make sure you do that. And all you have to do in order to find it, if you're not a member of that, just type in Unstoppable Team. This is where we have all of our daily updates, daily assignments, essentially any updates, because emails, you get lost in junk emails, so check this, have it as your bookmark. Make sure you check this every single day for any updates. Just like I said, join in 55 minutes, our last new member orientation. That's how you got to join, where you guys are. And then, here's what I want to show you. So all the people, right, what is our next steps besides going through the Unstoppable Tribe? Click on the new member orientation registration. Check, you guys done that. Register for our weekly tribe call. Boom, do that. If you want to listen to a past one, you can listen right here. And then, here's what you're going to want to do. Is if you haven't got the inner circle, make sure you get to the inner circle. This is our personal development product. I'm going to show you this. This is just such a killer video. Really talk about the personal development side of Empower, and it's feeding the mind with the right. You got to. It's just like working out, right? You're going to pump some iron. You're going to eat well. But the mind is the exact same thing, and many of you guys come through the personal development side. And I'm going to show you this, the brain tricks. And this is actually, I'm going to show you exactly where to go to find this since you're all members of it, is, I want you to listen to this because this is good stuff here. View my activity feed, my business. Go to my business. Go to promotion funnels, and you can check out right here the Brain Trick Inner Circle funnel. I'm not going to say anything more about it besides get it and watch this video, and if you watch this video, you'll understand. You can just put your name, email address, show me how, but go through that one, okay? One more time, on promotional funnels, Inner Circle funnel. Click on that, okay? The next thing that I have to show you guys. Okay, there's Sarasi. I'm going to screen you out really quick. Here's the Unstoppable Family, Create Your Perfect Day, Unstoppable Tribe. I'm going to go back really quick because you are an affiliate because you're here. And what you want to do after this is the 8 core commitments. And how do you find the 8 core commitments? You find that in the affiliate training. So when you're logged into Empower Network, go to the affiliate training, and I usually read through all these, but since we have to head out, I want you to do this yourself. Go through all of these lessons. I recommend only going through probably 2 lessons per day. Okay? Activate your payment system, blog daily, market daily, new member coaching, Empower Hour, the daily audio, read daily, and attend events, and that is a big thing. Right there, okay? I want to go back, all of our team interaction will be happening through our Facebook group, which if you're not a member of, one more time again, is this, Unstoppable Team. And here's where we get all the updates. And so since we have to head out, I'm going to point you back into the direction of a previous new member team call. And how you find that? Go to Files, okay, and weekly schedule for the new members, your next steps. I usually update this. I'm not sure if My brother's actually updated this, but he'll update it with the latest new member orientation call like the previous week, and then our new member tribe call that we just had. And so these are what you're going to want to listen to. And I want to give you one more nugget, especially for the people, because this is going to get scrolled down to. Justin Varengia. If you don't know who Justin Varengia is, he's the hippie Jedi he's earned over 7 figures. He's our sponsor. Earned over 7 figures within Empower in the last 2 years. And he did a new member orientation call, and it goes a little bit more in depth than what we're doing right now. And I want to show you really quick. Dun, 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 dun. And this is all being recorded, so you can always go back. But I did this, if you look really quick, I posted it up. I did this yesterday. Man, we have so many people on our call. Here's the Unstoppable Tribe call. You can actually go through here from the other day, and that's with Nathan Buchan. And then the new member with Justin Varengia that he just did just last night. So that is it. It's really, I want you, the main thing, go through the perfect day, right? I want you to write those all out. I want you to post that on our Unstoppable Family blog, what your perfect was. I want you to go through your 8 core commitments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when you're done with that, I want you to report back to either myself or whoever your sponsor is and say, I'm done with that. What is my next step? Any questions you guys have at all? It's pretty quick tonight. I'd like to go a little bit more in depth, but we do have to leave. And I do have those 2 orientations right here. I'm actually going to post it up right now. So if you guys want to see it, boom. I'm going to put it up in files. New members, your next steps, you can watch me do this right here. Edit. And I'm going to put it right underneath this one. I'm going to put it as 1.5. There you go. Save. I want you to listen to Justin so you get a different perspective and a different site, because we are all part of the same tribe. Listen to this call right here. And when you're done with everything, get back to your sponsor and say, I'm complete. All make sense to you guys?
Sounds good.
Sounds good? Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
I'm getting right? Yes? Bonnie says, I have one question. You mentioned your wife invested $24,900 initially. What if I don't have $24,900 to invest? Will I still be able to attain my goals? Bonnie, that is the great thing about with what we have, is that it doesn't cost $24,900 to invest. When you go all in with what we do, it's just over $5,000. So that's why I bring that up, because yeah, it's nowhere near what my wife had to do. You can actually read that story on our Unstoppable Family page. Go back to unstoppablefamily.com. And you can actually, I want you to go to facebook.com, Unstoppable Family, and read this story right here. Okay? Sound good? Let me see if that answered. Yeah. Cool. Did that help you out? Okay, thanks. Beautiful. All right, guys. Love you guys. Happy holidays. Have a rocking one. And get yourself to Miami. Glad to have you part of our journey. Cheers, guys. Happy holidays.